Hello everybody. I brought Christian into your life just a little bit by, documenting what was happening to him as he was very ill and slowly losing his life. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but Christian, maybe not in the last few months because he's been ill, but before that he was on my channel quite a lot talking about things. He was a truther at heart, and he got very much into the worm armour, with the worm in it, and what did it really mean, because they're parasites. Yeah, anyway, he was a truther, so is my Gary there. But Christian liked to have a say, and I'm sure if any of you went back in the channel and put Christian in, you'll see that he was on a few videos. But he did a lot of just research, and I just understood stuff, and yeah, anyway, let's carry on. And today I found out that Christian died 8 o'clock this morning. Today is the 10th of May. Sometimes I spoke to him 3 times a day, and it was sometimes quite difficult. But I said I would be there because I loved him, and, he didn't have that many people to talk to. I suppose in the last few weeks he got a little bit more agitated, but he wasn't really taking much pain relief, and he was in a lot of pain because he found that the medicine they gave him didn't work. So he didn't want to feel all funny extra by taking the medication. But the other day, well, for a few days he was telling me, he always said he didn't want palliative care, but the other day he said, I want to go into hospital. Basically he wanted to be put down. He'd had enough now. He said, do you want me suffering like this? I said, no, of course I don't. But when someone tells you they want to go to hospital to be put down, I wasn't even sure if they would do that. But he was quite weak. In the end, he was whispering. The last video I did of him, I had to turn the volume of him right up, otherwise you wouldn't have heard him. Anyway, the other day when he said that he wanted to go into hospital, I just felt actually that he, a couple of times, there was twice, because I rang up and it was the way he said goodbye. But he wasn't dismissing me, but he was saying goodbye to me. So I suppose when I heard it again in his voice on Thursday night, I thought maybe I don't ring him for a few days because I know he wants to go into hospital, but I suppose I could check in a couple of days what's happened to him. But if you are seriously ill, the last thing you want is a friend, well, it's not nagging, is it, but trying to ask you questions. So I just thought maybe he had to deal with that bit himself. And I spoke to his brother today, and his brother said that he went into hospital yesterday. The nurses said that he was talking quite a lot last night, but this morning he had heart failure, and his heart stopped. But he didn't want to suffer anymore. But anyway, I've played you his videos, and so this little video is a tribute to lovely Christian. Yeah, he's now with my Mickey. But anyway, and my dad and the rest of my family and your friends. Anyway, much love to Christian. At least he's not suffering anymore, because he really suffered, and the coughing and oh my god, just things. It was just a very serious death. Very serious for him indeed. Anyway, his soul is free now. Love you, Christian.